right, we are going to get rolling at last. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Not such a nice day outside, but the best day ever in here. We're going to have a lot of fun today. All right, let's get rolling. At this point, I would like to ask you all to stand as able in order to welcome in the piper to pipe in our class and then our platform. We're going to stay standing while the piper now brings in our platform party. Please join me in thanking our piper, Tristan Dennison. Thank you, everyone. You may now be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Dean Wichtel, honored guests, fellow veterinarians, student veterinarians, family, friends, and mentors. We've likely met before at other key milestones in your ELK's journey towards becoming a veterinarian, such as at the professional welcome ceremony at the very beginning of this journey, and Family and Friends Day. As a reminder, my name is Joanne Hewson, and I'm Associate Dean, Students and Academic for the Ontario Veterinary College. It's my great honor to be your Master of Ceremonies again today. As a student in our DVM program, our Emerald Elk and their supporting casts of family, friends, loved ones, and mentors are part of a very close community. To this end, we are live streaming this event, and I'd like to pause to acknowledge those from that close community who are also joining us today remotely to celebrate. Even though you are not able to be here personally with us today, it is wonderful to have you join us virtually, even still, to celebrate this moment. So thank you to those of you who are joining us by live stream. I'm very pleased to welcome all of you to today's ceremony and celebration, one that recognizes the point at which this class begins the final phase of their DVM program. Whew. I'd like to open with the University of Guelph Territorial acknowledgement to remind us of our connection to this land and our Indigenous peoples, both past and present, who are part of us as a collective. The University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawaddaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We recognize the significance of the Dish with One Spoon covenant to this land and offer our respect to our Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Métis neighbors as we strive to strengthen our relationships together. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people, and taking time to mindfully acknowledge this reminds us of our important work connection to this land and the road ahead. Thank you. OVC 2027 Emerald Elk, family, friends, and mentors, today marks a time of transition for our elk. For the past 3 years, the class has engaged in a myriad of lectures, labs, and group discussions and activities to develop their knowledge of the broad field of veterinary medicine. They have accrued an unbelievable mountain of knowledge, and they've learned and practiced many key skills. Now it is time to put all of that learning into practice. With only 1 year to go until they each receive the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine and recite the veterinarian's oath, the elk are about to undertake their hardest, yet most rewarding stage of learning. They will begin to activate all of their prior learning and apply it to the clinical setting. First, through their practicum placement this summer, and then throughout their final year rotations in the rest of Phase 4. Today, each Emerald Elk will participate in the important milestone of donning their white coats and entering clinical practice. We would like to thank the OVC Alumni Association for co-sponsoring the white coats this year for our Emerald Elk, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association for providing their name tags. Today marks this important transition for our student veterinarians, who must now transition from directed learning to full experiential learning, which requires a much more self-directed approach to your learning in the days ahead, where each of you must individually reflect, when faced with the unpredictable nature of many clinical cases, on what gaps in knowledge or skills must be remedied in order to do your best for your patient and for your client, and for yourselves in your learning. OVC 2027 Emerald Elk. Up to this point in the DVM program, we had decided what would be taught. We had decided how you should learn it, and we determined whether you had met the bar in terms of adequate performance to have mastered the learning. Now, while we will still facilitate your learning, we will still assess your performance, but the rest is entirely up to you for us to help you navigate your learning as you go forward. Emerald Elk, as you don your white coat today, and from here forward, as you enter phase 4, you represent that professional veterinary role even more than ever before. That lifelong commitment to scientific inquiry, continuous self-directed learning, and to practicing evidence-based medicine with the highest integrity. You will individually and independently need to seek to understand. Bravely face your uncertainties, there will be many, and unknowns, and say, I need to own this. Only I know what I need to learn so that I can do my best for my patients. Clients will look to you to deliver on their trust in us as veterinarians. Your white coat is so much more than simply a piece of PPE, personal protective equipment. It's a symbol to your client. It is a commitment to them and to yourself that as you wear it, you also wear the responsibility to also do your best and to hold yourself accountable. Today you will don that white coat, and I'm sure you will feel a charge of electricity and excitement run through you as you take on that responsibility, with perhaps a little nervousness, but hopefully too with a lot of excitement, because I know the rest of the room is just going to be bursting. Because you should feel excited to take this next step. You are ready. My congratulations to you all in reaching this huge milestone in your training. Let's give our elk a round of applause. To help you celebrate this transition into clinical practice, we have a platform of speakers who represent senior leadership at many levels within the veterinary profession. We're very grateful to have them here with us today to mark this momentous occasion together with you. It is my pleasure to first introduce Dr. Jeff Wichtel, Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College. Dr. Wichtel.
Thanks, Dr. Houston, and it's just great to see everyone here. Welcome on behalf of Ontario Veterinary College. I think every time we have one of these events, it just sort of reminds me just what an amazing network of support our students have, and the Elk, you have an amazing group of family, friends, and supporters, but also, as you'll hear from our podium party here, a tremendous level of support from organized veterinary medicine here in this province and in Canada. And I think you'll come away from this understanding just the many ways in which you are supported. So feel confident in that. It's got you, it's got you this far. It'll get you through this 4th year. Dr. Houston did such a great job of explaining, why we're here today and why this is an important milestone in your education. But I don't know, maybe you're like me. You're a big fan of the pit, and it's putting that white coat on and throwing yourself into a clinical situation. You don't always have a good day, right? Sometimes the med students are having a pretty tough day on that show, and that'll be true for you as well. But it is part of the learning process. I think we all maintain very high standards for ourselves and each other. I think we're supposed to give a little advice while we're up here, so my one advice to you would be, and this is true when you get your first job. Our employers typically say, technically, knowledge-wise, your graduates are amazing. But I think I'll ask you to think carefully also when you're in clinical situations, whether they be in our own hospital or someone else's hospital, or out on ambulatory or serving in other roles, that you pay attention to what you learned in the art of veterinary medicine. That might have seemed kind of fluffy stuff to you, but what you're going to experience at this time is moving from a time when, as Dr. Hewson said, your education has been rather singularly goal-focused on one thing, and it's been a sort of individual pursuit to get into vet school and get this far. But now you're going to be part of, oftentimes, a clinical team or some other team where you're delivering care. And so all that stuff that you learn in the art of veterinary medicine that you think maybe wasn't as important as you thought, you're going to find out how important it is, and how important it is to try and adapt those learnings to the clinical situations, which are oftentimes quite high stakes, quite emotionally charged. And I'd really encourage you to think about how you can be the best team member you can be. On occasion, even lead a team. There are situations in fourth year where you actually lead a clinical team. So pay attention to those things, learn from them, observe how others deal with the good days and the bad, and take that away, because veterinary medicine is a team sport, and you will, over the course of your career, rely on your colleagues, your technicians, your staff, other specialists and doctors that are important in the case that you're dealing with. You all have to work together for the outcome. The outcome of that particular patient is going to be dependent on all of you, also the client or owners as well. So that's my advice to you, and I'm very proud of you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Dean Mitchell. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario is the provincial licensing body for veterinarians, and one which also protects the public's interests. Dr. Louise Kelly has been practicing veterinary medicine since graduating from the Ontario Veterinary College in 2001. Dr. Kelly is currently working with companion animals as a locum veterinarian throughout Ontario. She's also previously worked in mixed animal medicine, focused on dairy cows. Dr. Kelly was elected to the College Council in 2022 and has served on various committees, including the Complaints Committee, Registration, and Executive Committees. Dr. Kelly.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Dean Wichtel, Dr. Hewson, honored guests, and members of the OVC class of 2027, the Emerald Elk. Go Elk. Okay. We were the otters, but I don't remember what color. I am pleased to bring greetings from the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. Our council extends best wishes as you enter your final year at the Ontario Veterinary College, a milestone marked by the white coat ceremony. Personally, I attended the University of Guelph as an undergrad, and as Dr. Hewson mentioned, I graduated from OVC in 2001. Things looked a little bit different then. Our class marked the end of the era of classroom learning by bestowing the Paper Plate Awards to our fellow classmates. You can ask me about that later. It was a significantly less formal event than today. However, it served to highlight our achievements thus far. Each of you will have your own sentiment attached to your white coat and to today's milestone. The public looks at white coats as symbolic of trustworthiness, compassion, patient-centered care, ethics, and professionalism. Becoming a veterinarian is an expedition with many notable milestones, like today. Your motivation brought you here and has propelled you through your first class, your first live animal lab, learning to use that stethoscope or that rectal sleeve, your first surgery. These are more than just moments and memories. These steps are the foundation of your veterinary career as a member of our profession. Congratulations on all that you have achieved to be here today. It is a historic time at the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. Our new legislation, the Veterinary Professionals Act, is an exciting new framework for the regulation of the veterinary profession. This is the biggest update to the regulation of veterinary medicine in Ontario in 3 decades. If you plan to practice in Ontario, I encourage you to be attentive to the development of the College of Veterinary Professionals of Ontario. The college is a partner in delivering safe, quality veterinary medicine. The quality of veterinary medicine in Ontario supports our shared commitment to animal welfare, to the safety of our food supply, to the trustworthiness of our profession. Please know you are welcome and encouraged to reach out to the college with any questions you may have. I wish I had some wise words to bestow, but I think Dr. Houston said it best. You guys have attended the Ontario Veterinary College. You are ready. I thank you for inviting me to be here with you today, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kelly. It's lovely having you back here. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians and our profession's interests in the province. Dr. Janice Honda is the president of the OVMA Board of Directors. She graduated from the Ontario Veterinary College in 1992 and completed a combined medical and surgical internship at the Western College of Veterinary Medicine in 1993. She practiced as an associate veterinarian in Burlington for 15 years before she and her husband, Brian, designed, built, and opened Southside Pet Hospital in 2008. 16 Mile Veterinary Clinic was then opened in January 2016. She's been busy. I'd like to invite Dr. Honda up to the platform.
Thank you, Dr. Houston. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Janice Honda, not Joyce. I'm not sure who she is, but if you need to call me anytime, you can call me either. I'm honored to be here today on behalf of the OVMA and officially welcome you to the clinical portion of your education. The journey to get here has been different for each of you, and one that has likely had its share of challenges as well as successes. You deserve recognition for the hard work and dedication you've put into your education so far. Over the next year, the transition from lectures and labs to hands-on real-life experiences build valuable clinical and communication skills and a knowledge base that will prepare you for your entry into the veterinary profession. You'll cement relationships that you have with your classmates and the entire OVC for life. Be sure to take the time and really embrace these experiences, these moments. Learn as much as you can while you're surrounded by so much, and truly enjoy the experience. They asked me to remember a few moments from my fourth-year rotations, and as you just found out, it was quite a while ago. But I do remember, many highlights. The external rotations on the farms, countless hours on full duty, and certainly long days in the small animal ICU, caring for the tiniest of creatures. So one of my highlights was getting a catheter in the smallest dachshund I had ever seen. And today I still tell people the story, even though I don't have to put catheters in anymore. All that said, when I reflect back, my memories are centered around working with some of the best clinicians in the world and a few special mentors who guided me on the path I've continued for 34 years. I am grateful for OVC in providing the foundation that shaped my career, and the OVMA for being there for me now. The white coat that you receive today is a symbol of the trust and responsibility that you'll take on as you complete this final step in your journey to becoming a veterinarian. Finally, as you move through your final year, remember that whether you need help negotiating your first contract, finding a supportive work environment, or perhaps even needing someone to talk to about any stress you're feeling, the OVMA is here to support you, both personally and professionally. Always reach out to any of us. Pick up the phone, I will always answer for you, and would love to speak with any of you. So I want to wish you all congratulations to each and every one of you, and on behalf of the OVMA, I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Honda. Janice. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians at the national level. Dr. Gold graduated from OVC in 1983 and has been a practicing companion animal clinician his whole career. For the past 14 years, Dr. Gold has been a volunteer instructor as a coach practitioner in the art of veterinary medicine at OVC. He helps students with communication skills in client interactions. He's also been an interviewer for admissions to OVC. Thank you for all those things, by the way. In 2024, after 6 years on the Council of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, having been elected and served as president of our regulatory body, Dr. Gold was elected by the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association members of the province of Ontario and now serves as the Ontario representative on the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association Council. Dr. Gold.
Thank you, Dr. Houston. Dr. Houston, Dean Whittle, fellow panelists, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, of course, OVC class of 27, the Emerald Elks. You know, the last time we met was at your professional welcome ceremony, the Blue Coat ceremony. At that time, I was speaking here on behalf of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario as the past president, and now, with a different hat on, I have the pleasure to address you on this memorable day. At that time, you may not remember, but we chatted about the stethoscopes that you had just received. We talked about the OVC acceptance letters, the thin and the thick envelopes. All of you got the thick envelope. I hope that that stethoscope that you've been wearing now for a few years, 2.5 years, is a friend, as ours have become. And the sounds that used to be foreign to you are comfortable and familiar. The hard work, perseverance, and commitment required of all of you to reach this milestone, truly admirable. Being where you are today represents not only a lifetime of achievement, but also the beginning of the next step in your professional path. It is a privilege for all of us to witness you being presented with your white coats, a symbol of responsibility, compassion, and dedication that define our profession. I would like to extend greetings to the faculty and the staff of OVC who played such an important role in your journey. And also, I really want to take this opportunity to honor Dr. Whittle, who has been such a leader in the veterinary community, an educator, and a wonderful dean for all of you. You have been so lucky to study at this fine educational institution under his guidance. Dr. Whittle. At this meaningful moment in your career, I'd also like to acknowledge and thank all the family and friends gathered here and online with us who are joining in this celebratory moment. All of their encouragement, patience, unwavering support have helped make this day possible for all of you. And all of you, family, will continue to play an important role to these students moving on to the journey of becoming doctors of veterinary medicine. It was a joy to be here on that Blue Coat Day, welcome you to the profession. And also, of course, the new members of the CVMA, as we gave you the blue coats. You put on those blue coats, you put on the stethoscope from the OVMA, and there was a transformation. You started out as a group of students with varied backgrounds, and all of a sudden you were a group of veterinary students. And now you are advanced veterinary students who are going on to the next stage. And there's been 2 speakers already mentioned communication. Boy, I don't know how many times a day I say to my staff, communication is everything. And I want to stress for you, the skills that you've learned in the Art of Veterinary Medicine communication labs as you move to seeing real clients and real patients will stand you in good stead. Introducing yourself, developing relationships and rapport, signposting to get through the interaction, chunking and checking. You know, yeah, right? These are skills you guys want to work on. It's always on the list. It's what I want to focus on today in my interaction. You want to chunk and check what they have said to you to make sure you've heard them, and you want to make sure that they have heard you as well. These are great tools to make sure there's clear understanding and excellent patient care. Client voice, a very special tool in the labs, works in the real world too. Don't hesitate to ask a client at that point in the interaction, are you understanding where I am? How are you feeling about the conversation we've had so far? This also goes toward informed consent as you go toward treatment planning. You're going to have such interactions with clients and patients. We're all full of stories, and I'd like to share. When I graduated, and there's an aside story as to why Newfoundland is halfway to Africa, but that's where I moved to, Newfoundland. And the veterinarians that I worked for opened a number of clinics, and we served different communities. And one day I was out in Manuels and Conception Bay, and some of these clinics were part-time, so the communities were waiting for the veterinarian who might only come every couple of weeks. And so generally the reception area was pretty crowded. I saw a woman, she had a cat, it was presented because of ear concerns, and I did my physical exam, a lot of debris in the ears. You guys already know where I'm going. I took swabs from the ear, went to the microscope, and diagnosed Otiductus cyanoides. And for the family, these are ear mites, tiny little microscopic parasites, pretty common in a lot of the patients. So I explained this all to the client using plain language, communicating so that she understood effectively what I was saying, and I went out back to get some medication so I could then dispense it, teach her how to treat. As I'm walking back to the reception area, I hear the client saying to this full room of people, "Doctor says she's got termites in the head." A number of years later, I had a client call me, an elderly client I'd known for a long time. She was in the hospital. She had had a number of medical issues, and this was the last one. Literally in her deathbed in the hospital, she phoned me. She phoned me from the hospital, dying, to say thank you for all that I'd done for other cats over all these years. What an important role we all play. When somebody calls to express that, her son and his family are still clients. I've been treating their patients for 42 years. Art of veterinary medicine, building relationships, absolutely. Okay, I'm not supposed to just be chatting. The CVMA is the organization that does represent you across Canada. We're the voice of all Canadian veterinarians nationally and internationally. I'm proud that all of you as veterinary students are important members of the association. The CVMA is concerned about a number of different priorities that may include addressing Canada's needs for animal health and welfare, that a profession is supported by a national association that effectively advocates for the issues of national concern for the profession, that the profession is represented by a national association that is trusted and highly valued by Canadians and the international community. You're going to have the opportunity in your life for volunteerism and leadership, and encourage you to jump in with both feet. Take those opportunities, just as all of us on the panel have done so. It's incredibly rewarding and honestly somewhat humbling to be given the opportunity to contribute to the profession and the roles that I and we have been elected to. I know you'll feel the same way when you take that opportunity to address the challenges and help move the profession forward. The CVMA stands with you along your journey, and we're there as the OVMA is. If you have questions, concerns, support needed, check the websites. All of us offer compassionate care for all of us that need it. And I'm very concerned that Elizabeth is going to come and drag me away, so I will finish off with thank you all, really, for welcoming me back to speak to you again, and congratulations to all of you. I truly hope that your careers in veterinary medicine will be as amazing, fulfilling, and rewarding as mine has been. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gold. The Ontario Veterinary Colleges Alumni Association links OVC with its graduates, and it is a very strong supporter of the college and of our student veterinarians. Dr. Paul Woods is president of your Ontario Veterinary College Alumni Association. He is also Professor Emeritus of Oncology in the Department of Clinical Studies at OVC, and was founding co-director of the University of Guelph Institute for Comparative Cancer Investigation. Dr. Woods is a graduate from the OVC in the class of 1985. He practiced in Owen Sound, and I know there's an Owen Sound person in the class, and then completed a residency in small animal internal medicine and a Master of Science in Veterinary Science at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Dr. Woods completed a medical oncology fellowship at Colorado State University. He was formerly on the faculty at Oklahoma State University as well. He's board certified in the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine, in internal medicine, and in oncology. Dr. Woods' research employs novel therapeutic and diagnostic agents and techniques in clinical trials with veterinary cancer patients. Dr. Woods.
Thank you. Good morning, OVC class of 2027, the Emerald Elk. Welcome to final year. As Joanne said, I'm Paul Woods, class of OVC 85, the Polar Bears, former medical oncologist here at OVC, and president of your OVC Alumni Association. On behalf of your OVC Alumni Association, I'm pleased to join you for today's White Coat ceremony, and I'd like to congratulate all of you on entering your clinical year. The past few years have been challenging ones, and I hope that you feel incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished so far. Today marks an important milestone in your journey towards becoming a veterinarian, and the OVC Alumni Association is honored to acknowledge this moment with you. You have been very adaptable, and now you get the opportunity to practice veterinary medicine with a safety net. The next year will bring incredible opportunities for clinical learning, professional growth, relationship building, and the chance to hone your clinical and personal skills. If I can, like the others, offer you a suggestion on how to make the most of your final year, it is to continue your enthusiasm and curiosity that brought you to this point, and get the most out of your final year while having fun. The OVC Alumni Association is proud to welcome you as a student veterinary members of the OVC Alumni Association and our future colleagues in the veterinary profession. We are pleased to have co-sponsored the white coats that you will receive today as a symbol from your fellow OVC alumni who have walked this path before. I hope you enjoy the rest of your celebration today, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Woods. Our final speaker is Dr. Michelle Gurin, who is an associate professor in the Department of Population Medicine here at OVC. She received her DVM degree from OVC, no year given, and it was in private practice. You can square that one up when you speak, for 8 years, after which time she returned to OVC to complete her master's and PhD degrees in epidemiology. Dr. Gurin's major focus has been the development of a field-oriented poultry research and teaching program at the Ontario Veterinary College, especially in the areas of prevention and control of infectious diseases and the production of safe foods. Dr. Gurin is also our DVM program's Phase 4 coordinator at OVC, and in that role, she works closely with our elk to successfully navigate their year of clinical training. She's already spent quite a bit of time with the class, getting them up and ready to go. Dr. Gurin.
All right, so since Joanne spilled the beans, all you can say is go OVC 93 Huskies. And welcome to the elk today. You finally made it to Phase 4. This year will be an exciting one for you and will likely come with a mix of emotions. It will be exhilarating, but it may also be stressful and humbling. Looking back on my time as a final year vet student, and now reflecting on my role as Phase 4 leader, I invite you to think about the following 3 words: learn, teach, grow. Learn. OVC is a world-class veterinary college. This year will be the only time in your entire veterinary career when you have a multitude of experts at your fingertips. Don't waste a single day. Take advantage of this and learn everything you can, no matter how tired you feel. If you don't know something, look it up. If you do know something, show that you know it and do it with confidence. Make the effort to self-evaluate at every turn. Figure out what you're good at and what you need to work on. If you are lacking critical skills, seek out opportunities to get experience and practice along the way. Your contribution to patient care is crucial, and your voice is important. So be an active member of the veterinary team for every patient you are responsible for, and even for those that you aren't. I guarantee that the more you actively participate, the more satisfying your Phase 4 will be. Teach. If I were a betting person, I would bet that each one of you will have at least one aha moment. You know, when the light bulb goes off and all the pieces of the puzzle fit together? Soak in that feeling. Let those moments invigorate you and drive you forward. Let those moments also motivate you to help others. If you see a classmate struggling with something, I encourage you to take the opportunity to teach. For example, you might have been lucky enough to have had so much practice at placing IV catheters that you can do it in your sleep. Or maybe your experiences have given you a better understanding of the intricacies of managing diabetic patients. This is your opportunity to help someone else finish the puzzle and give them their aha moment. I guarantee that your teaching moments will be as satisfying as solving any complex case that you encounter along the way. Grow. I'm always amazed by the transformation students make between their first semester in Phase 1 and the day they walk out the doors of OVC. Their knowledge, skills, and confidence grow steadily as they transition from student to veterinarian. Entitlement has no place in veterinary medicine, but humility does. Remember those soft skills that you demonstrated during your admission interview? Compassion, empathy, good judgment, communication, and so on. Those skills are now more important than ever, and you need to be cognizant of these in every case you manage and every interaction you have. Practice them diligently every day. You might make mistakes or fall short of expectations. If that happens, accept constructive feedback humbly, reflect, and endeavor to improve. Strive for excellence in everything you do, because your patients and clients are counting on you. I guarantee that the more you grow, the more satisfying your veterinary career will be. My role is Phase 4 leader. In these ever-changing times, I might not have all the answers. So just as I am asking of you today, I too will look things up, learn from my mistakes, and practice my soft skills to help make this critical formative year meaningful for you. Because by the end, we want to make sure that each one of you has earned the right to call yourself a doctor of veterinary medicine and are positioned to make a valuable contribution to this amazing profession. We're in this together, and together we will each learn, teach, and grow. Welcome to Phase 4.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gurin. Each year, our students, while in the third year of the program, choose one of 4 streams of study in order to focus their training throughout their clinical Phase 4 year. This is so that they gain the experience needed in order to feel ready for their anticipated career plans after graduation. The streams that they may select from for training are equine, food animal, rural community practice, and small animal streams. As we present our OVC 2027 Emerald Elk to you momentarily, we will have a slideshow to share with you, and it includes which stream of training they have each selected. Please note that the pictures in this slideshow were taken of your elk during their first month in the DVM program. It's a small look back at how they began compared to where they are now. The photos start with a picture of the class on the first day of their orientation at OVC almost 3 years ago. Cue that up. There they are. Two of the class's honorary class presidents, Drs. Brisson and Wischerly, will now join me to present to each member of the Emerald Elk their white coats. Okay, class, momentarily, you're all so distracted all of a sudden. Momentarily, I will ask that you stand row by row as signaled by Elizabeth. And when I read out your name and your stream, please come to the front where Drs. Brisson and Wycherley will present you with your white coat, at which time you will pause so that a photo can be taken by our photographer, Grant Martin. Then please return to your seat. Did you all get that, or were you watching over there? I would be watching over there. All right, good. It gets pretty easy after the first few. To our audience, there are 133 elk to present to today. That's a lot of clapping. We will do a full round of applause to the entire class at the end, so please don't feel obliged to clap your hands off all the way through the entire list. Please pace yourself. But of course, you are most welcome, in fact encouraged, to whoop it up loudly at the time that your elk's name is announced and as they don their white coat. We know this is a moment of immense pride for both you and your elk, so please do feel invited to fully celebrate it. Okay, are we all ready? Yeah, we are. I put on my reader glasses for this part. It's awkward. All right, you all set? Are you all set? And elk, as you pass across, you are certainly invited to shake hands with our platform party, and you can just wave at me because I'm behind all of this stuff. And then you'll head straight over for your coat, okay? All right, here we go. Lauren Arapoff from Norwell, Massachusetts. Rio Bautista, Windsor, Ontario. Madeline Bandetti, Pickering, Ontario. Try not to get ahead here. Ellis Bennett from Ajax, Ontario. Kaylin Beddings, Toronto, Ontario. Colleen Black from St. Thomas, Ontario. Louise Bloom from Rock Hill, New York. Bokakio from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Caitlin Brum from Oshawa, Ontario. Morgan Briggs from Lions Head, Ontario. Kendra Broadfoot from Stratford, Ontario. Haley Braun from Thorold, Ontario. Jamie Brown from Mount Bridges, Ontario. Kira Burke from Madison, Connecticut. Nicole Burke from Shelburne, Ontario. Emily Bushy from North Clarendon, Vermont. Giselle Carter from Kilworth, Ontario. Vincent Coe from Toronto, Ontario. Bailey Cohen from Toronto, Ontario. Madison Daly from Canfield, Ohio. Preeti Deve from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Maria De Stefano from Stony Creek, Ontario. Luca De Filippis from Caledon, Ontario. I didn't do that right. Sorry. Carly Endres from Oakville, Ontario. Haley Evers from Combined Locks, Wisconsin. Nick Ferrantino from Milton, Ontario. Colin Flynn from Danbury, Connecticut. Megan Fox from Toronto, Ontario. Riley Furoy from Cambridge, Ontario. Christina Gao from Zhengzhou, China. Jessica Garden. Oh, sorry, just a sec. Jessica Garden from Stony Creek, Ontario. Going backwards. Morgan Garbett from Little Britain, Ontario. I got to get myself back in order here. There we go. Okay. Jenna Gosling from London, Ontario. Amiko Graham from Toronto, Ontario. Oliver Graham from London, England. Jaden Gubbles from London, Ontario. Anjuka Ganasekaran from Toronto, Ontario. Tegan Gurney from Toronto, Ontario. Kara Hackford from Eden, New York. Kyla Hart from Toronto, Ontario. Emma Hill from Pakenham, Ontario. Laura Hoffer from Elmira, Ontario. Aaron Horner from Chatham, Ontario. Carmen Wong from Toronto, Ontario. Janine Huang from Taipei, Taiwan. Summer Hunter from Silverton, Ontario. Liasl Innes from Chatham, Ontario. Unfortunately, Sabrina Isabella is not able to be with us today. Claudia Jakowski from Peterborough, Ontario. Carissa Yancey from Buffalo, New York. Yancey. Sorry, I did it again. Ethan Jones from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Brittany Kaplowitz from Sanford, Maine. Randeep Kaur from Brampton, Ontario. Dylan Keith from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Dharma Keller from Bali, Indonesia. Hannah Klein from Toronto, Ontario. Victoria Kuktevsky from Windsor, Ontario. Andre Kurtz from Littleton, Colorado. Connie Lamb from Mississauga, Ontario. Carissa Lawrence from Scarborough, Ontario. Elodie LeBeau from Ottawa, Ontario. Courtney Ledbetter from Springfield, Michigan. Vanessa Lung from Markham, Ontario. Maxwell Lombard from Aurora, Ontario. Sammy Luke from Hong Kong. Ellen McLaren from Toronto, Ontario. Sarah McLean from Woodstock, Ontario. Tess McGuire from Mississauga, Ontario. Bianca Marini from Burlington, Ontario. Kaylee McCall from Fenwick, Ontario. Alyssa McLaughlin from Beaverton, Ontario. Madeline Malu from Waterloo, Ontario. Kaylee Muse from Ottawa, Ontario. Hannah Michaels from Newmarket, Ontario. Sabrina Monteiro from Dubai. Jordan Moorhead from Georgetown, Ontario. Grace Moran from Ottawa, Ontario. from Hebron, Ohio. Alexis Mundy from London, Ontario. Sloan Murray from Lucknow, Ontario. Rebecca Nethercott from Fort Erie, Ontario. Allison Ng from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Rosalind Nitz from Cambridge, Ontario. Lillian Oliver from Toronto, Ontario. Isha Punja from Singapore. Elena Parkinson from Toronto, Ontario. Licia Perica from Oakville, Ontario. Catherine Perry from Toronto, Ontario. Maeve Powis from Toronto, Ontario. Sammy Prosserman, Ontario. Taylor Quinn from Oakville, Ontario. Madeline Reese from Toronto, Ontario. Yachion Ren from Mississauga, Ontario. Terry Robbins from Guelph, Ontario. Gabriela Rosa from Hamilton, Ontario. Vanessa Ruiz from Miami, Florida. Celine Said from Barrie, Ontario. Brianne Saunier from Newcastle, Ontario. Nicole Seabach from Waterloo, Ontario. Sorry. There we go. I caught you up. graceful, Nicole. Well done. Thank you. Casey Seifa from Maple, Ontario. Chang Shu from Belgrade, Serbia. Jenna Skirnak from Newmarket, Ontario. Alexis Smith from Mississauga, Ontario. Brooke Stanisha from Vaughan, Ontario. Miles Saint-Denis from Whitehorse, Yukon. Becca Stoltzman from Campbell, California. Nicole Suzek from Ancaster, Ontario. Eva Tang from Scarborough, Ontario. Tori Taskus from Toronto, Ontario. Lana Todorovich from Toronto, Ontario. Megan Train from Port Hope, Ontario. Katie Trapishko from Oakville, Ontario. Tiana Turmel from Ottawa, Ontario. Anna Tyler from Essex, Massachusetts. Samantha Utke from Portland, Oregon. Famke van Dijk from Georgetown, Guyana. Bryn Van Winters from Toronto, Ontario. Joanne Varghese from Mississauga, Ontario. Paige Villeneuve from the Blue Mountains, Ontario. Anh Tu Su Vu from Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. Natalie Washen from Mississauga, Ontario. Hudson Warren from Paso Robles, California. Maki Watanabe from Tokyo, Japan. David Webster from London, Ontario. Lucy Wyland from Mildmay, Ontario.